Play Chats. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Tamara. And today we are going to talk about the idea that play is not always fun.
I love this aspect of talking about play because I think that when we speak about play, it's so deeply misunderstood. And when I say play isn't always fun, when I'm talking to people, they're like, what are you talking about? That's the whole purpose of play, that play is fun.
Right.
And it's not until it's this actual exact topic to me that helps people understand its crucial role in children's lives. Play is, it can be fun, and it often is fun. But under the psychological definition of play, it doesn't have to be. Play is engaging. And it's a very different momentum. That's a very different feeling.
Movement.
It's movement. That's right.
It's about movement, and it's about when we're engaged in something, there's something moving, either, inside of us, right? There's this dynamic to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that unless you, so let's look at it this way. I'm going to think about, I have 3 kids. So I'm going to think about I've seen this in different aspects and in different ways in teaching with kids and in my own kids across their lives at various times. I'm going to think for a moment about my youngest son. And he used to love Lego. And when he was younger, he'd be playing Lego. And he'd be trying so hard to get this thing to look like he wanted it to that was in his mind. And often it didn't actually go that way.
I have a few of those memories.
And sometimes he'd be sitting there with actual tears coming down his cheeks while he was trying so hard to get this thing to look like what he had creatively in his mind. And here's the thing is, I'm not sitting there saying to him, hey buddy, you better finish that truck by 5 o'clock or you're in trouble. This is his personal, internal engagement to want to build this truck or whatever it was. And this memory, one of mine, I remember it being a truck. And here, this is why it's so important. This is the key thing, is that this is his own brain wiring himself for practicing frustration. And this is a very different process than, not that it's good that we have, requirements on kids. You need to get this done. You need to do this chore. You need to do this thing. That's great. But that's a different thing that children learn resilience from. When it's self-imposed, children are practicing getting through hard stuff without anybody rewarding them, supporting them, saying you can do this.
Oh, that's huge.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's huge.
It's like,
and it's hard to stay out of the way.
I know.
As a parent.
Their brain is, and if it got too much, he would have backed out. So here he is, building this truck, and it's frustrating, and he wants to do it so badly that he's willing to cry. And then if it ever got too much, he would have just stepped right out of that bubble of play and gone away and perhaps tried it another time. But this is crucial. Here's a kid, when we get through harder times, they look at my older children going through university or whatever it is, their brains are unconsciously know how to do things on their own, even when it's hard.
Yeah, but you said something crucial there. I just want to jump on there. Is you said he was willing to cry. He was actually to that place where he was able to cry, which is so amazing because it could be very scary. It could be very scary for a child. I remember, one of my own just not wanting to have the tears because it felt like too alarming, like too much. And I don't want to be sad. It doesn't feel comfortable. And yet when in this play process, when we allow ourselves to go to the emotions, even if they're hard, even if they're difficult, being able to be so frustrated that it's like, oh, I really wanted that to work. And it's not working.
Yes. And this is the thing, is that you can't do that unless the child's engaged.
You can't
teach
it.
You can't teach it. So when you watch this, when you watch children playing, sometimes you might step back and think, that doesn't look very fun. They don't look very happy, but are they engaged?
Yeah.
Because if they're engaged, they will know when it's too much and they will step away. And if it's not too much, they'll stay there. And I've seen this myself in teaching. And I look back and I remember working with this young child this girl in kindergarten age girl, and we were exploring through drama and movement in this class and play different animals and feelings and textures and all these things. And this child had cancer and she didn't have a lot of verbal skills. She was going through so much, and she just wanted to dance sad day in and day out. We were moving on to all these other things, and here she was, often just swaying with her shoulders down or moving into a little ball and curling up. And would I say that was fun? It's not the right word.
No.
But would I say she was engaged? 100%.
It
moved her. She was drawn to do this. And so sometimes we might be curious about why our children are drawn to certain types of play. Like, why are they wanting, which we're going to talk about in our next topic.
Okay.
But why are they drawn to read certain types of literature? Or why are they drawn to, have Ring Around the Rosie during a pandemic? Why are we drawn to certain types of play when it doesn't seem necessarily fun to the adult world?
Yeah.
It's digesting their world for them.
Yeah.
It's practicing frustration. It's digesting what's going on, and nature gave them this phenomenal place.
We've lost our digestion. We're all
lost our place of digestion.
Yeah.
That's exactly a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap up.
All right. Well, if you want to watch more of our Rethink Play videos and chats, head to rethinkplayproject.com and have a great week.